Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alif Shah Birin Birubain.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Yusuf Haris.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azlan bin Yahya.
Assalamualaikum, I am Nurizati binti Muhammad Nasir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuri Izawani.
Before we continue to the movie review, let's watch the trailer first.
이번 살인 사건은 현 경찰청장을 겨냥한 어복성 살인 사건으로
형법 287조 미성년자 약취 유인죄.
안녕하세요. 이영구 1961년 1월 18일 태어났어요. 재앙절개. 엄마 아팠어요. 내 머리 커서.
이 상태 왜 이래 이거? 뭐 필요한 거 있어?
이영구 딸 이예슬 보고 싶어요.
여기 어쩔 거예요?
고마워요. 고마워.
여기는 학교예요, 학교.
학교 아니야. 감옥. 다 나쁜 사람들.
형님 이거 아닙니다. 이러다가 걸리면은 광복절 들싸 보고 다 날라간다니까.
와, 예쁘다.
아빠 딸로 태어나서 고맙습니다.
Now, I will talk about the synopsis of this film. Miracle in Cell Number 7 portrayed a father love Young-gu toward his 6 intellect-years-old daughter, Yesung. He always put Yesung as his priority as he saved all his pay money just to buy a Sailor Moon bag for her. In that winter, Young-gu, who has mental impact, be accused for molested and murdering a police commissioner's daughter. It is happened when the police commissioner's daughter dies in a freak accident, where she slipped on ice and sustained a fatal injury at the back of her head while taking Young-gu to the other shop that sell the Sailor Moon bag. Hence, the in-charge police has taken advantage on his disability by forcing him to admit committing the crime and at the same time ignoring the evidence. Thus, Young-gu is imprisoned in cell number 7 with injustice death sentence. While him in prison, the gang leader, Yong-ho, treat him so badly after read his crime file. But Young-gu still saved his inmate from being stabbed by rival gang leader despite the treatment he has been received. Over the time, the inmates start to doubt about the accusation on him, so they start to believe in him and helping him to reverse the verdict during his retrial.
Okay, next we move to the next part, which is stakeholders in this movie. There are two stakeholders here. The first one is Yesung. Yesung is a daughter of Young-gu who is mentally disabled with the brain of a 6 years old. Yesung is a good daughter despite her father's condition. It can be seen when her father was in the cell, she still wanted to see her father. Therefore, she was illegally smuggled into the cell since her father was also eager to see her. And after a few years, she became a lawyer and she asked to the court to reinvestigate the case in order to clear her father's name. And after that, with the strong evidence, she can prove to the court that her father was innocent and she won the case. The second one is cell number 7 inmates. They consist of 5 people with a different character. At first, they do not take kindly to Young-gu after they read his file that he murdered and molested a child. However, when Young-gu saved one of them, which is Yang-ho, from being stabbed by a rival of gang leader, Yang-ho repaid him by smuggling Yesung into the cell number 7, and after that, they slowly become a friend, and they believed that Young-gu was a good man. They were also united in assisting Young-gu in gathering the evidence to show that Young-gu was innocent in this case, as well as helping Young-gu and Yesung escape from the prison.
The next one is the main villain and the main hero in this movie. So, the main villain in this movie is the police commissioner who is the one who caused Yonggo to be in prison. And the main hero is Yonggo himself, a father to Yi-sung, who was in prison together with inmates in cell number 7. Ethical dilemma of the police commissioner is that he is not a good police officer. He cannot accept the fact that his daughter is dead due to a slippery road and a stone hit her head. He ignored all the evidence and accused Yonggo for rape and killed his daughter even though he is not. Before the trial, he even visited Yonggo and beat his face. He threatened Yonggo to kill Yi-sung if he did not admit to the crime. Next is ethical dilemma of Yonggo. Yonggo is actually a brave and lovely father to Yi-sung and also a good friend to inmate in cell number 7. He really loved his daughter and was willing to do anything for her. He always find a way to see her daughter with the help of his inmates. There is one time when he bravely rescued his inmates from being stabbed by other prisoners, and also a police officer who nearly died in a fire incident, even though the police officer treated him badly. Before the day of the trial, Yonggo practiced almost every day to speak in front of the judge to tell them that he is innocent and only want to help the daughter of the police commissioner. However, at the end of the day, he admit to the crime and hardly accept a death sentence to a crime that he never did for the sake of his daughter.
Okay, now let's discuss the action taken by the villain from a consequentialist point of view. So, the consequentialism is a theory that maximizes the utility produced by a decision. The rightness of an act depends upon its consequences. An act is said to be morally right if and only it can maximize the net good. That is its contribution to happiness or pleasure as sum among all persons. So, based on this movie, the main villain is the police commissioner. After the death of his daughter, he wants Yonggu to take the responsibility because of the death of his daughter. He blames Yonggu and wants him to get the punishment even though Yonggu is not a murderer. Before Yonggu will be brought to the court for his case, the police commissioner calls him and talked to him. He told him to admit in front of the judges that he had committed the crime, but Yonggu refused to do so because he always thinking about his only one daughter, Yesung. So Yonggu had no choice, and during the judgment, he shocked the others by admitting that he killed the police commissioner's daughter, and because of that, he was sentenced to death. So the police commissioner's acts in this movie give more negative than positive impact towards Yonggu. Because of him, Yonggu does not have a chance to see her daughter growing up, and his daughter lost his father. Because of him also, Yonggu is dead even though he is not guilty. Thus, the act of villain of the police commissioner is unethical in the consequentialist point of view.
Now I will explain about action taken by the hero from a deontologist's point of view. First of all, deontology is an ethic where a person is evaluated based on the motivation of the decision maker. Deontologists also stated that a person is ethical when they follow all the ethical duties and obligations. According to this movie, the action taken by the heroine from a deontologist's point of view is where Yesung, the daughter of intellectually disabled father Yonggu, become a lawyer as she knows that only law and court of judgment can decide whether her father's action is ethical or not. Besides, she also collects and uses evidence supported by law and regulation to clear her father's name from a false accused murder. Eventually, she won the case by presenting all the evidence to the court of law and get her father out of prison. Next, I will present an ethical action based on the golden rule that I applied if I was a villain. Basically, the golden rule is an action where we treated others on how we like to be treated, which is very good way of thinking to everyone. So if I was that police commissioner, I would like all the police investigation team to do a further and thorough investigation in this case and remain unbiased even if my daughter is the victim in this case. Secondly, I will feel very ashamed of my action and I wish not to abuse my power to force the suspect to admit his forced murder even there is no much evidence yet. Lastly, I wish this case was being judged with a fair and true view by higher authorities and consider all the other possibilities that maybe there is another suspect that needs to be judged too other than the main suspect, Gong Yu.
If I was a villain, when I have found out the truth of the story, I would feel guilt to the offender. I remorse for what I have done because the irrational decision has made the offender and the near family suffered. Like in this movie, the police commissioner feel guilty to the Ye Sung's father, Lee Yong-gu. He was convicted and sentenced to the death by the court. He was forced to admit that he killed the daughter of the police commissioner in the court during the judgment day. Since that, Ye Sung lost her dependency. She has to live with her adopted family. If I am in the shoes of the villain, I would feel guilty to both of them, Ye Sung and her father, because make them suffer for what that they actually did not. Besides that, I also feel ashamed because I took the advantage of the poorly intellectual people by misusing my position to win the case. As an ethical person, one should be professional in doing their job. They should not be easily influenced by the external issues. Last but not least, I would also be ashamed to the kindness of Lee Yong-gu. He willing to sacrifice his life because he doesn't want his daughter killed by the police commissioner.
As for the conclusion, the lessons that we can learn from this movie is we should know both sides of the story before we judge someone. Nowadays, people are always tend to believe everything on what they have seen or hear at first instead of to know the real situation before they jump into the conclusion. Sometimes, not all that seem bad are totally wrong, and not all good things seems to be right. So, based on this movie, the witness should know the real situation first before she give the statement to the police officer, because due to the wrong statement, an innocent father has become a victim and a child has lost a father. Besides, we also should respect other people, no matter who they are, especially people who have mental disabled. We should treat them well and do not differentiate them because they are also human like us. They deserve to be happy and even sometimes they act with the crazy things. People with the high position should not take an advantage towards them. As for example, since people like Yong-gu cannot speak out themselves, the parents take advantage on him by making him a murderer over the death of his daughter.